All right, next one's from Neil Foster and somebody's Ford. What's up, guys? Question for Konnan. I've been watching Bianca Belair and Montez Ford reality show, Love in WWE. It's clearly a stage reality show, but she's hot and he's funny, so I'm going to keep watching. The thing that stood out to me was that the show was filmed a year ago, and they did a big deal on Ford tearing the house down Elimination Chamber 2023, and it really seemed like, in my opinion, in their opinion, based on the show, they assumed Ford was going to get a big push. Yet nothing happened at all for well over 6 months until the Profits linked up with Lashley. My question is, why do you think Ford isn't being used? He's a great performer. He's a good-looking guy. He's really entertaining media appearances. He dresses like a fashion model. So why is he just more or less not being elevated? Have you heard anything about maybe having heat backstage? P.S. The Rock versus Roman Reigns will get me watching way before Cody versus Reigns. If Cody wins, then what? His whole angle is chasing the title, not winning.
Shut up, Niall.
Right. First of all, let me make a comment here, okay? Literally every single WWE performer I've seen outside of WWE is dressed to the nines. I don't think bro, when was the last time you saw a WWE performer that was in public, and then wasn't dressed like wow, that, bro, everybody there makes a lot of money and they all dress nice.
Right.
Okay, so so that's the fact that Montez Ford dresses nice, okay, is fine. They all just. Number two, I am kind of, there has been rumors, for at least 2 years, at least, maybe more than that this guy was going to be the next breakout singles star, and that still hasn't materialized. And I don't know why. He hasn't really underwhelmed as a performer. He hasn't exceeded expectations because he hasn't really been given a chance. But I don't think he's getting buried. But it's he was not the next breakout singles star yet. And I don't know why. Because I think he checks the boxes, in my opinion. What do you think?
Maybe, and this is the only thing I can think of, is his house show matches weren't getting good reviews, but why would you look good on TV and not the house shows? And, me and Disco have been saying it for years. He's a star. If he had heat, they wouldn't be pushing with Dawkins and Lashley, but he's a star right now. So this is a head scratcher for me.
I wonder if a guy like him, kind of looks backstage and he looks at himself in the mirror and he looks at the way he performs and he wonders, why is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn getting pushed ahead of me? Because I'm looking if you want to look at from fans' perspective, I'm there's a lot of guys on that show that you look at him as a singles performer, and I think he could probably be pushed ahead of a lot of guys.
But I think we both know this, Disco, is that Sammy and Kevin,
the two random guys. I'm just
maybe one day, okay, but I'm just going to use them as an example since you brought it up. Are two guys that the people just love. They have a connection with the people, right? Montez doesn't have that yet. I'm sure if they gave him the same opportunities, he would, because he's naturally charismatic, and he, like you say, checks all the boxes.
Good. Joe, look up how old he is for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because he looked pretty young, too. He doesn't really look like he's got
33.
30. He's 33.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what? Honestly,
you would know that looking at him.
Let's be honest, okay? And this is kind of consistent in professional wrestling. Is guys, if you look at when guys hit their stride in popularity, really gain popularity, I would be willing to bet money that if you looked at all the ages, the average age would be 35 years old. When guys actually become really popular, you probably had a handful of guys, less than that. Handful of guys older than that, but right around that 33, 34, 35, 36 years old, that's when you become a main, elevate yourself and you're in the main event scene. And I bet if we did a thing that's what it would be, that number. So he's right there. Next 2 or 3 years, we'll see what happens, So do you agree with that, Konnan? 35 years old?
Yeah. That's a good assessment. Yeah.
Right.